Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We're taking a break from the Camelback Drill Press project today and doing something a little different. I've got a tool reveal. Recently, I was contacted to come check out a bunch of tools. A gentleman, well advanced in years and having health problems, decided it's time to clear out his tools, and so several fellows had already been there and picked over a lot of stuff by the time I got there. But I did find some treasures. So without further ado, let's go check out what I brought home. I think I mentioned in an earlier video that Adam from the Small Town Machine Shop does one of these tool reveals about once a week. He likes going to auctions and estate sales and garage sales and finding the tool treasures. And so I'm stealing his idea. Adam, if you're watching, you get full credit for this idea. So up front, first of all, what we have here is a couple of Blue Point Mechanics helpers. This is a variety of stud pullers and easy outs and security bits and that type of thing in magnetic containers, which will go well, sorry about the mess on the workbench, with the OmniWall system. The socket holders are all the magnetic trays, so this will fit right in nicely. And I got, there's a few missing, but overall, I've got a pretty robust set here. I don't have any of these, especially the stud pullers, which will come in really handy as I get ready to do the Farm All H project. This is purely to make my buddy Arco at Outlaw Edge jealous, since he's got a robust collection of hammers. This is your classic shop-built hammer. Old chunk of pipe welded onto a hammerhead, well used. Well, I tell you what, when it comes to having to beat on rusty old stuff, and you don't want to mess up your better hammer, your Vaughn or something like that, you grab the trusty old beater and gets the job done. Here's a pair of gorgeous Blue Point extended C-clamps. And they are I think they're brand new. They're just a little dirty from laying around, but they're just in great shape. And I don't have the extended style locking C-clamps. When I was a bench mechanic in the naval shipyard, I had several pairs of these that I made myself in the shop out of standard clamps, and to extend the reach in some projects we were working on. We needed that capacity. Well, now I got a set of my own, and these things are beautiful. Here we have a nice pair that came from the sale. These are what's commonly referred to as welding clamps. And I don't have a pair of these. I've never had a pair of these. I've used them before, but never owned my own. And they come in handy in a lot of situations. These are no name, no markings, so I'm assuming Chinesium, but they're in brand new condition. I don't think these have ever been used. And then these are genuine vice grips. They call these sheet metal locking clamps. The common vernacular is seamers. Back when I was first up and coming in the sheet metal trade, we referred to these as tongs. I have a couple of pairs of Hamlet tongs, which is the gold standard for sheet metal tongs. They're not locking, they're just hand tongs. But these will help augment my my sheet metal tool capacity, and they're just in really good shape. A person with a shop just cannot have enough C-clamps. Never, ever. And I've got 4 of them here. What I probably will do with these is cut these handles off, weld a I'll go pick up some cheap 3/8 sockets, weld them onto here so I can use the drill or the impact driver to tighten them and loosen them quickly. Because, when you're using these, you're trying to hang on to something and then tighten a clamp, you need 3 hands. And so I'm going to alleviate that problem with just putting the socket on there. Anyway, what we've got here, the first one, this is a Brink and Cotton. It's a number 144. It's a 4-inch clamp. The next one is International Tool Company. It's got the patent number on it. It's a number 44, and this is a 3-inch clamp. What do we got here? We got another 4-inch clamp, adjustable, 1440 4-inch. I don't see a maker's mark or a name anywhere on it, so I'm going to assume Chinesium. And I've got 2 of those. Same clamp. Next up is a Milwaukee 4.5-inch angle grinder. This is a newer one because it's made in China. You know, Milwaukee power tools, back when I was a young sheet metal mechanic in the late 70s, Milwaukee was the gold standard for your electric corded power tools. And I mean, they really took some abuse out on the job sites. But unfortunately, like most other U.S. manufacturers, they sourced their manufacturing over to China. So this is just a Chinese clone with a Milwaukee name on it. But it plugged it in, it works great, and I only paid $10 for it. So, which in my opinion is about all a Chinese grinder is worth. But hey, you can never have enough angle grinders. Ask me how I know. Check this out. A Champion number 3-inch vise. I'm going to figure out a way to mount that to a plate and incorporate it with the Champion Camelback drill press. It's kind of beat up, got lots of use. But I think I'll strip it apart and dump it in Evapo-Rust or the Witch's Brew and try to bring this one back to life. Although it functions, it just needs a lot of cleanup and needs to have that gold hideous paint removed from it. But a cool little vise. And last but not least, I've got a Craftsman 3.5-inch bench vise in beautiful condition. And the jaws in it look like brand new. And unfortunately, the tightening rod is missing, and they've substituted some all thread, but I'll just make a new one of those. But these jaws are just, I don't think this thing has seen much use because the serrations, the cross pattern, is still there. They have a little round jaws for clamping round stock. You could even put square stock in there if you wanted to. But this is the one of the little brothers to my Craftsman 5-inch, which you've seen in a lot of videos. I use the heck out of that thing. I have a 4-inch under the bench, which I think I've shown in a past video. Now I've got a 3.5, so I'm on the hunt for a 3 and a 5.5 and a 6, and that will round out my Craftsman vise collection. I need another vise like I need a hole in the head, but hey, I have a vise for vices. Well, there you have it, everybody. Thanks for joining me in the shop today, and you have now seen my latest tool acquisitions, this tool reveal. I paid a total of $30 for all of those tools, and which is a steal of a price, especially since I got mostly name brand U.S. stuff. A couple of Chinese things in there, but most of it is made in the USA, name brand stuff, and I'm really tickled to get them, and I will use those quite a bit. So yeah, really happy with the acquisitions. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you real soon on the next one. Bye for now, everybody.